So lunch is over and I'm now on my way back to my hotel, heading back to my neighborhood. Rod is heading back towards his home and his life, and yeah, just it's a new part of Saigon that I'm walking through. Rod actually walked me back down to this area. He can get his shuttle bus from here. But yeah, I haven't been to this area at all, so it's another very interesting part of the city. All these tall buildings, and right over here, check this out, the Park Hyatt Hotel. Gorgeous looking building. I don't know if it's a new complex or an old one, but man, just screams luxury. Beautiful building. There you can see the sign, Park Hyatt Saigon. Yeah, I just wanted to fire up the GoPro just because I was walking by this hotel. I was so impressed by it. Kind of an understated elegance to it, that entryway there. It's not ostentatious at all, and yet it feels like this would be quite a nice place to stay if your budget stretched to the Park Hyatt levels. And then I noticed ahead of me, oh, cool bike. I noticed ahead of me this building on the left. I don't know what that is, but also looks quite interesting. Seem to be in a relatively luxurious part of town. Looking at these shops over here. Looks like this area is pretty popular with photo shoots. I've seen a few people with high-end camera gear doing some photo shoots. The Artex Saigon building. This looks like a, just on the corner over here, a wedding photo shoot. Fancy car. Just saw the bride in the doorway of the car. Oh, more weddings over here. So this must be some sort of an opera house. Look at that. The things you come across just wandering around. The Saigon Opera House. Amazing. Who knew? Everybody's taking pictures the other direction. So there must be something interesting behind me. I better turn around and see what everybody's taking pictures of. Oh, just these other fancy buildings, I guess, with the sun going down behind them. And I guess that's, I think that's the finance tower. Everybody's calling it the finance tower. Look at that. And turn around and get another look at the opera house. Gorgeous. All the beautiful people at the opera house. And it looks to be a hangout for fancy cars too. I noticed these Mustangs here. A little bit of a gathering of Mustangs, two of them. Beautiful cars. And I think I saw another one coming around the corner. Could be a Mustang club. See that red one over there just pulling up? Could be a Mustang, could be something else. Not that I would know from a distance, but hey. Oh, that could be what people are taking pictures of. Look at that. I just saw that on someone else's smartphone. Have you ever seen a cloud with its own rainbow? I don't think I've ever seen that before. That's crazy. And would you look at this? I had no idea that I was here, but this is the location of one of Ho Chi Minh City's other famous walking streets. I had no idea I'd be walking by it, but since I'm here, I suppose I might as well go for a little bit of a walk. So that's the end of the walking street. I forget the name of it off the top of my head. And I think you're supposed to come here later at night when it's darker. But since I'm here, let's go for a walk on the walking street, see what's going on. I think at nighttime, all kinds of performers come out, especially since it's the weekend. Looks like the professional photographers are here getting portraits with that backdrop. I assume they know what they're doing to get the perfect exposure. So, yeah, not a lot going on right now, but we can get a sense of what this is all about. Walk down to the end. I think it ends and begins down there at the river. So we can walk down to the river, take a look, then walk back again. The rainbow cloud has dissipated. Well, the cloud is still there, but the rainbow is invisible anymore. As I was walking along here, I came across groups of 20, 30 people, all aiming their smartphones upward. It's kind of funny, it reminded me of so many movies where the main character is walking down the street, minding his own business, and he slowly starts to realize that everyone around him is looking up. And then our main character finally turns and looks, and then they see the massive spaceship indicating the start of a big alien invasion. You see that in movies all the time. It's kind of what happened to me just now. But yeah, here we are down at the river. This is the end of Walking Street. There's the Saigon River. I do hope to take one of these boats up and down the river at some point, wherever it goes, but not tonight, I guess. I've had a long day already, so I think I'll save exploring the riverside for another day. Interesting over there, you see a big barge, big load of gravel, cargo ship there. Look at that sign as well, huge sign, see-through. Quite interesting. But yeah, on another day, I would cross the road here, go look at the river, but this is as close as I'm going to get today. Just going to turn around and go back along the walking street. I'm surprised there aren't more food and drink stalls. I thought there'd be all kinds of places here where you could get snacks and cold drinks, things like that. And on my way down, I noticed this big display, a sort of a celebration of the victory at Dien Bien Phu. There it is, 1954, it happened. They defeated the French. And this year, 2024, is the 70th anniversary. So I've seen a lot of displays commemorating this victory. This actually is quite interesting. There's a lot of photography here that I haven't seen before. At 5:30 p.m. on May 7th, 1954, our Army's flag, determined to fight, determined to win, flew on the roof of General de Castries' bunker, ending the resistance war against the French colonialists. French plane shot down by the Viet Minh. I assume this airport was controlled by the French, then completely destroyed. Yeah, there's all kinds of photographs of the battle. Very interesting. Spend some time looking at all of these. I'm almost back at the beginning of the walking street again. Very pleasant, really nice. The more I see of this city, the more I appreciate it. There's so many parks and open public areas like this. Very nice. And here you can rent little electric scooters, things like that. Kites, people are selling kites here. Really interesting bird kites. And bubble machines for the kids to make bubbles. Kind of a big family area. Come here with your family and hang out. Oop. And you got a glider there. And I said there weren't any food stalls or drink stalls out here, but around the edges, tons of restaurants, really nice looking ones. And all kinds of restaurants along the edges. And there was one building over there in particular, the one that has the red sign on it. Everybody was stopping to take pictures of the front of it because of all of the interesting signage, very colorful signs. And here's another one, a Sky Zone. I imagine all these places are rocking and rolling later on tonight. I know I've been talking about this endlessly since I got here, but it's a but it's a completely different city from my memory and from my expectations. Completely different. I don't really remember a lot of these things about Saigon, and certainly it's very different from how I remember it. Very interesting place. Enjoying my time here quite a bit. For someone like me that likes to walk around, endless areas to walk, find new things. I'm back at the beginning of the walking street. The Opera House is just down there. And I'm not sure what that building is. I'm gonna have to look up the name of it right now. I just looked it up, and not surprisingly, that building over there, that's a city hall. And on Google Maps, they call it French colonial style city hall building. And if I have my directions straight in my head, then my hotel is down here, maybe a kilometer away. So I'm on the home stretch, walking back towards my hotel. And that's it. I'm back on my street. My hotel is just across this one intersection. So, winding down, very interesting day. Enjoyed that quite a bit. A little bit of a personal sightseeing tour of a new area of Saigon. The hotel, the post office, very interesting. Lunch was fantastic. Amazing coffee shop that we found, that Kong Cafe. And just getting across this one intersection. And yeah, then at the end of the day, just stumbling across the Opera House and the other walking street, book street. Man, we covered a lot of ground today, Rod and I enjoyed that immensely. Yeah, really had a good time. But now, a few more feet to go, and with that, shutting down the GoPro, as always. Back in my neighborhood, District 1. And I'll see you in the next video.